Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Nerita, and I'm a urologist with over 12 years of experience. A 72-year-old patient once sat across from me and said, "Dr. Nerita, I've been doing it the same way for 50 years, but lately something feels wrong." He wasn't sick, he wasn't on new medication, but what was quietly harming his health, his heart, his prostate, even his ability to feel, was the way he was masturbating. Not the act itself, but how he was doing it. And like so many older men, he had no idea it was slowly damaging his body. I've spent the last 12 years helping men over 60 maintain strength, circulation, and confidence without shame, pills, or confusion. You've been told masturbation is healthy, and it absolutely can be when done right. It relieves stress, boosts mood, and helps maintain prostate health. But after 60, certain private habits, the ones you've done for decades on autopilot, can quietly become harmful without a single warning sign. Your body changes, and your habits need to evolve with it. Continuing to do things the old way can lead to issues with energy, performance, and long-term health. In this video, I'll reveal the 7 masturbation mistakes older men make, and, more importantly, how to fix them before they affect your well-being. And trust me, mistake number 6 is the one almost every man gets wrong. Let's get started. Before we dive in, please take a second to subscribe and turn on the bell. I share real, practical, medical insights for men over 60 every week. And in the comments, tell me, where are you watching from? I always love seeing our community from around the world. Now, let's start with the first mistake, one that silently reshapes how your brain and body experience pleasure. Mistake number 1, using visual content as the primary stimulus. Over the years, I've had countless men in their late 60s and 70s come to me with the same quiet confession. "Doc, I can't feel much anymore, and I don't know why." They're not broken, they're overstimulated. Biologically, after 60, your brain's dopamine system, the system responsible for pleasure, motivation, and satisfaction, becomes less flexible. When you rely on constant, high-intensity visual content, your brain gets flooded with stimulation it wasn't designed to handle. Clip after clip, novelty after novelty. Your brain adapts by numbing itself. Emotionally, even if your body is healthy, your brain stops responding the way it used to. Real touch starts to feel dull, intimacy feels distant, and pleasure becomes mechanical. Most men think it's just getting older. It's not. It's dopamine fatigue, your brain's way of saying, "I can't keep up with this level of artificial excitement." Practically, if you've noticed that your sensitivity or natural interest has faded, this may be why. The fix: reset your brain. Take a 14-day break from visual stimulation. Relearn pleasure through touch, through breath, through imagination, through presence. Let your body remember what natural arousal feels like, not the endless scroll of dopamine overload. Mistake number 2, masturbating while sitting on the toilet. I know it sounds harmless, even convenient. For many older men, the bathroom becomes their most private space, door locked, no interruptions. But here's the hidden danger: that posture. Biologically, hunching forward or sitting for long periods restricts blood flow to your pelvic region. After 60, circulation is everything. Blood flow supports your prostate, your erection strength, and even your bladder function. When you compress those arteries and nerves, especially while stimulating yourself, you quietly damage the very systems that keep you healthy. Emotionally, this habit can contribute to a loss of dignity, as chronic pelvic tension can lead to annoying symptoms like dribbling after urination or persistent aches. Practically, I've seen it in my clinic. Men who develop groin aches, weak flow, or pelvic tension and never realize it started from sitting too long in that constricted posture. Your pelvic region needs space and movement to stay healthy. The fix: avoid sitting or hunching over. Try standing, reclining, or even lying down. Give your body room to breathe and relax. Your prostate and bladder will thank you for it. Mistake number 3, rushing the experience. If the last one surprised you, This next mistake is even more common, and it's not about position, it's about pace. One of the most harmful habits I see, especially in older men, is treating self-pleasure like a chore. Let's just get it over with. I hear it all the time. Biologically, when you rush, you send your nervous system the wrong message. Your heart rate spikes too quickly. Blood vessels constrict. Your body doesn't enter the calm, oxytocin-rich state that releases healing hormones and boosts mood. Emotionally, you may climax, but your body doesn't receive the true benefit of release. Instead of feeling satisfied, you feel drained. Instead of energized, you feel empty. That sense of emptiness can feed feelings of loneliness or dissatisfaction. Practically, over time, that pattern rewires your brain. Pleasure becomes shallow and disconnected. You lose sensitivity, stamina, and interest. The fix: slow down. Let each moment be intentional. Your nervous system now thrives on calm stimulation, not fast tension. There is no finish line anymore, only connection and renewal. Mistake number 4, ignoring the pelvic floor. And speaking of connection, the next mistake involves a part of your body that most men completely overlook, yet it's responsible for everything from control to confidence. Most men have never heard of their pelvic floor, but it's one of the most crucial muscle groups in your entire body, especially as you age. It sits beneath your bladder, prostate, and sexual organs. It controls everything from erection strength to bladder control. When it weakens, everything above it suffers. Biologically, when you masturbate without engaging those muscles, or worse, by pushing down or holding tension, you weaken them even further. This is why some men experience post-urination dribbling, weaker erections, or reduced sensation. Emotionally, the loss of control and the fading of sensation erode self-confidence and can make intimacy feel like a risk. Practically, I once treated a 68-year-old man, a retired firefighter. He exercised daily and ate well, but he couldn't understand why his sexual function was fading. The culprit? A weak pelvic floor. The solution: pelvic floor activation. Try this. During arousal, gently contract the same muscles you'd use to stop urinating midstream. Hold for a few seconds, then release. This builds awareness, tone, and circulation. With consistency, it can restore both control and confidence. Mistake number 5, getting frequency wrong, too high or too low. And that brings us to a question many men quietly wonder about. How often is too often or not enough? This topic makes many men uncomfortable. Some worry they're doing it too often. Others feel they've gone too long without. Biologically, here's the truth. Both extremes can harm your balance. Too frequent and your prostate can become irritated, your energy dips, your recovery slows. Too infrequent and you risk stagnation, poor blood flow, nerve dullness, even atrophy from disuse. Emotionally, excessive frequency can lead to guilt or obligation. Too little can make you feel disconnected from your own body or vitality. Practically, the body was designed for rhythm, not extremes. In my experience, for most men over 60, 1 to 2 times per week is the sweet spot, done with awareness and intention. That rhythm maintains hormonal balance, keeps blood flowing, and prevents both stagnation and fatigue. The fix. This isn't about rules, it's about listening to your body. At this age, your body speaks quietly, and your job is to hear it. Find your personal rhythm of renewal. Mistake number 6, using too much pressure or force. Even if your frequency is perfect, one mistake can still silently undo everything. And this is the one most men never suspect, the one almost every man gets wrong: using too much pressure or force. When sensitivity decreases with age, the natural, almost automatic response is to press harder, grip tighter, or use rougher surfaces. But that instinct backfires. Biologically, the nerves in the penis are extremely delicate. Years of excess pressure can lead to micro tears, scar tissue, reduced elasticity, and even curvature, a condition called Peyronie's disease. Force doesn't bring feeling back. It destroys it over time. Emotionally, this rewires your brain. Pleasure becomes something you fight for instead of relax into. That tension blocks the very circulation and hormones that create satisfaction. Practically, I've seen men who slowly lost feeling, not from age, but from trauma caused by too much friction. The fix: be gentler. Your body responds to patience and care, not punishment. Prioritize the quality of touch over the intensity of sensation. Mistake number 7, masturbating without emotion, connection, or intention. This one breaks my heart the most because it isn't physical at all, but emotional, and it might be the most powerful mistake of all. Over time, many older men stop feeling connected during self-pleasure. It becomes mechanical, routine, quiet, and joyless. They're not doing it for pleasure anymore. They're doing it out of habit or loneliness. Biologically, when masturbation loses emotion, it also loses its healing potential. Your brain stops releasing oxytocin, the connection hormone that eases anxiety and builds happiness. Dopamine no longer replenishes motivation. Emotionally, you might climax but feel empty right after. That's not age. That's disconnection. Even solo touch can be sacred. Practically, touch yourself not to escape, but to reconnect. Not for release, but for renewal. The fix: reintroduce intention. Touch can be a moment of gratitude, a way to reconnect with your body, your breath, your vitality. When you bring emotion and mindfulness back into that space, your entire nervous system heals in ways medicine can't measure. Now that we've covered the 7 mistakes, let's bring it all together into simple, practical steps, your personal action plan. 1. Cut down visual overstimulation. Focus on sensation and imagination instead of screens. 2. Change your environment. Avoid the toilet. Use a relaxed, reclined position that supports circulation. 3. Slow your rhythm. Treat the experience as relaxation, not urgency. 4. Engage your pelvic floor. Light contractions build control and awaken nerve pathways. 5. Find your natural frequency. 1 to 2 times per week, mindfully done, supports prostate and hormonal health. 6. Use gentle touch, always. Prioritize blood flow and comfort, not force. 7. Reintroduce emotion. Gratitude, breath, and connection are the most powerful performance enhancers. If you've made it this far, I want to speak to you not just as a doctor, but as a woman who has spent 12 years listening to good men struggle silently. You are not broken. You are not past your prime. You are simply evolving. Your body is asking for a new kind of attention, one built on awareness, not just habit. And when you give it that, everything changes. Pleasure returns, confidence returns, and connection, whether with yourself or a partner, begins to feel alive again. Aging is not the end of vitality. It's a shift in how you relate to your body. So slow down. Be curious again. Your body is still speaking. You just have to listen. If this video helped you, please give it a like and share it with another man who needs to hear this empowering message. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm Dr. Nerita, and every week I share real medical insights to help you live stronger, longer, and more connected at any age. Because your best years aren't behind you. They're right here in how you choose to care for yourself.